Hello everybody, Thorgal here, and welcome to Season 5 on FTOG. And Mistaken is making sure I don't forget to introduce her first. That's why she's right in my face. Welcome everybody. We starting the season today, and it's going to be on a new mod pack we put together called the Quantus mod pack. And I'll explain to you guys about that in a second, but first let me introduce everybody that could make it here today. Mistaken, everybody knows her from back... How many seasons ago did you join us?
2.
In Infinity, right? Yeah.
In Infinity, yes.
Yeah, Brandon is joining us again. Hi, Brandon. You can say hi now.
Sorry, I didn't have my push to talk.
And everybody is super happy that Renovate is joining us again for another season. He's
What's
been
up,
around the longest. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dottie the Body is back.
What's happening?
All right. Non-Sanity?
Hello.
Hey, he's got the emote down. All right, Grok.
Oh, yeah.
Grok the
Howdy,
chicken
folks.
farmer?
Yep. Before we start, I've got several pages of duck poetry I'd like to read to everybody.
All right, and next is RG Shaw.
What's going on? I hope you're having a good day.
What's up, TDC?
What's going on, dude?
I don't like to say the whole name. That's too long, man.
No, that's why I go by TDC.
Yeah. Link the Killer, the cow farmer. Well, no, you're not allowed to cow farm. No cow farms for you. And we got, well, actually, Relic. Hi, Relic.
Hello. Hello.
Thank you for the smack. I appreciate it. And we got two new faces that you guys seen in the UHC that we did here a couple of months back. Sheridan. Hello, Sheridan. And to Asgard.
Hey guys.
All right. You guys kind of look young and hip with your skins. You know that? What is that in the back there?
They're like little kids.
Is that supposed to be a hoodie? Okay. All right, so Quantus mod pack. It's a little bit different than what we have played in the past. It is somewhat a kitchen sink mod pack, but it is era-based. Because the whole idea behind it is, how many times have you guys played on a server, and after only 2 weeks, some people are already bored that you play with because they already have quintuple ore processing, and they're done, and they never show up again. So we said we're going to set up eras. There's 8 eras. We're starting today with the coal era, and a lot of mods are blocked until we open up the era. So for example, the coal era is going to for us last 1 week. Next weekend we're going to kill the Ender Dragon pretty much in vanilla style because that's all we have available. And then we move on to the Iron Age and so on, which opens up, for example, then Tinker's Construct, Tinker IO, Iron Chests, Storage Drawers, to name a few, and so on and so on. I don't want to go through all the eras. You can read up on it on the mod pack description, or the peeps will tell you in their videos. Now, important is that even though some mods are blocked, there's a few items that are craftable from the beginning. So, for example, actually additions doesn't open up until tech or industrial era. I forgot now. So that's 4 or 5 eras down the line. But, for example, something like the crafting table on a stick, which is a useful tool, is allowed from the beginning. And other things like the sound muffler from extra utilities and so on. But I don't want to list them all. I'll let the people do that. Now, last thing I want to talk about is the rain. No.
Some good rain.
This is actually not the world spawn, but we moved the world spawn here before we get going. There is a waypoint out there. You see 725 meters. That's a village that we're going to. That is the actual world spawn if you guys play on the seed. And I'm going to show the seed real quick. You can either type in Quantus-FTOG-5 or this number over here, whichever you want. Both of them work. And that makes you guys the same seed that we're on, and you will spawn over there where we're going to. But we wanted to make sure that we don't keep it chunk loaded, because in the past we just learned that once people build more and then they move out of spawn, everything stays loaded. So we've moved it out here, and we have some people that are probably going to build some farms out here. This guy for sure. I don't want to spoil anything. And I guess the big surprise is we are not using anything like Biomes of Plenty or any of that. We're playing with vanilla biomes because Biomes of Plenty causes too many issues lately. So we decided not to use it, but we are using amplified terrain, which I'm super excited about. It looks amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So much fall damage.
Let's get going, huh? That was enough talking.
Can't wait for those slime boots.
So let's get out of here, and I'll meet you guys over there. Oh yeah, the hype is real, everybody. I am so happy the server is up and running and the modpack is working and everything. It was quite stressful the last couple of days for me, but now that everything is running and working, you know, I'm very happy that everybody gets to play and the videos are starting to roll out and so on. And now I also have time to start recording my first real episode in Project today. But before we get to that, I wanted to point out a couple more things about the modpack and the server that I just want to get off my chest before we start the series, and I think you guys, you know, want to hear it also. Number one, there's a link down in the description that links you to the project page for Quantus, and there's a long overview and description there that if you have any questions about, you know, how do the eras work, how do you unlock the eras, what are the exceptions to some recipes in these eras and so on. It's all listed in detail there on that page, so make sure you go there. I just wanted to point out a few things here real quick, what I mean by exceptions. Immersive engineering does not unlock until the Steel Age, okay? But there's a few things that we decided we want to have available to us before then. For example, the wooden storage crate. So I added or unlocked the recipe, I didn't lock it. So you can craft the storage crate, right? And you can craft anything that is the treated wood. So you can make the treated wood planks, for example. You can make the slabs, you can make the stairs, because again, those are all nice building blocks. And we wanted to make sure to keep all the building blocks unlocked. For example, Railcraft has the bleach stone, the abyssal stone, the quarried stone. Well, if I block the entire mod, that means you cannot even make quarried stone bricks, and I didn't want that. Those are beautiful building blocks, so all those are exceptions that are added. But for example, check it out here in Immersive Engineering. If I click on here, something, engineering block, there's no recipes coming up because they're blocked until we get to the Steel era. But these ones you find right here. And I also added another one here because, you know, you cannot make any creosote because the coke oven is blocked until the Steel era. But if you smelt charcoal or coal, you can get creosote bottles. Check it out. 2 for coal and 1 for charcoal. So I added a recipe that any kind of wood planks about a creosote bottle gives you also 8 treated wood planks. And those you can simply use to make yourself the storage crates. These are nice for when we go mining and whatnot, just so we can transport a little more. A couple more things that you might not think of is, for example, extra utilities. Everything is blocked but the sound muffler. You know, it's a nice block to have. If something is loud, you can turn it quiet. And then also the crafting table on a stick from Actually Additions is available. And the last one I'm going to mention is from Tinkers. You can craft the crafting station, of course. Just the crafting table and so on. It's nice to have that so your stuff doesn't pop out on the floor when you close it. And there's a few more, guys. Just go down in the description and click on that link if you want to get them all. I listed them all there pretty much. Also, Allowed to Sleep Charm from Dark Utilities and the Portal Charm. Because we're going to go back and forth between the Nether and the overworld very often. And it's nice to just go in the portal and go. Not having to wait for the room. You know what I mean? And the Sleep Charm, couple people actually requested that that I allow crafting that. And I made one today. Because there's this bug in 1.10 that we can figure out what it has to do with, if it's the quark beds or whatever. Sometimes when it's morning, you can't get out of bed or out of your sleeping bag. And then the only way to get out of the game is by pressing Alt F4 and restarting it. Well, just let me sleep. So anyway, so we got that out of the way. Now I want to talk for a quick minute about why do we have a world border? There's not actually a physical world border, so people, you guys see here, I was testing some with Nonsanity, and by mistake I went a little bit too far to load this. So it's probably going to happen around the edges, but we set ourselves the rule, we are not going to explore further than 750 blocks in the overworld. To keep our overworld files small, so the backups are faster. If I need to download the world for troubleshooting reasons, I can do that much easier. But you know, like in the Avant 3 seasons, our world, we had a few people looking for jungles, and they traveled 20,000 blocks in a direction. You know, that bloats the world so exponentially, it is bananas. Okay, everything takes much longer then. So, but in order to still have a a dimension that we can explore, you know, and get all the different saplings and botania flowers and go mine, strip mine, anything you want, I added a mining dimension. And you come into the spawn building here that I put up on day 1. Before we started, actually, I put that up. And now we're in a different overworld. And you guys see, I did a little bit of exploring already. This is 100% an overworld. There's dungeons, there's the AE2 meteors, which only generate in this era, in this dimension here for us, because I disabled them on our server in the overworld. If you play single player, you will get the AE2 meteors in the overworld, because I don't expect, you know, everybody to have a world like this. It's mostly for servers, if you think about it. And the way you do that, guys, if you want to do it, is you type simple dimensions, create. It's a mod that comes with the pack, and it gives you this here. Then you give it any kind of name. I called ours here mining dimension. Excuse me, can you please quiet? Whoa. Whoa. Hello. I'm waving at him. Hi. Alright, let's get out of here, because this zombie is way too loud. Alright, but let's... I just want to finish showing you guys real quick how you make this and how you get back and forth. So again, you do simple dimensions, create. You give it a name up here, and then just like you make a single player world, you go here, generate structures on or off. If you don't want villages or dungeons, you can turn it off. If you just want a quarry age, fine. World default, anything. You can even do amplified. Customized is crazy, guys. You can change so many things. I think this is vanilla. You know, ravines, how many, where the water level is, and whatnot. And then you say create dimension, and that makes your dimension, and the first one is by default 30,000, ID 30,000. And the way we get there is type in TPD, which stands for teleport dimension, and then you type 30,000, and then you go to that dimension for the first time. And then I leave it up to you or your server administrator on how you want to get back and forth, okay? To go back from the mining dimension to the overworld, you type TPD 0. And I simply set up a command block here. When we click on it, we go there, and on the other side, a command block to come here. And that is it. So, we can do all the exploring and strip mining and going bananas over there as we want, but not in the overworld. The overworld is for building, and you just... I think you guys get the point. So, I found a really nice spot. Oh, did I mention yet that we're... I think I mentioned in the intro that we're doing amplified, and Grok actually found this seed here a little while ago, and it's just... I fell in love with it, this seed. It's got a very large jungle, which is nice, but we also have a really cool... actually 2 or 3. Yeah, there's... this is a taiga up here, or mega taiga or something, what it's called. This is an extreme hills. We have one village right here that Non-Sanity ran to on the first day to lock away the villagers. So we have them. And there's an extreme hills. We got a swamp. We have a witch hut right there. Where's the other one? There is 2 witch huts. One here. One up there. And then there's a third one over here. We have 3 witch huts in our world border. We got 2 Tinker's Islands, so we got everything here, and it is just stunning, guys. I'm sure I'm going to show you guys a few things. Did he just give me a diamond? That's my present. I got diamond. Yay. All right, where was I? Let me head over here to sleep. So yes, Amplified is awesome. I know I'm talking a lot, guys, but I really want to get all this off here before we really start with our series in case you guys have questions. Again, the link is going to be down in the description. Go to the project page and you can read everything there. I was very detailed. I even explained real quick how to set up a server, that you don't need the server files. There is no server files. You don't need them. You just download the pack on Curse and you can set up a server in minutes. Wait. Oh, he made it to give me the achievement. Throw diamonds at each other. I didn't even know that was an achievement. Oh, that is sweet. So, let me put that away here. And I still have a few. Yes, right there. I've been very lucky with diamonds. I haven't had problems finding them. That's why I got a nice pick here. And a nice... Unfortunately, no unbreaking, but... I think that once these 2 are wearing down, I'm going to make a new one and enchant it, and then just combine them in an anvil or something, right? By the way, this bronze armor here seems to be bugged. I got that on the first day, right after that cut was. And we took off from over there. We came all down here with the boat, and check it out. There is a jungle temple right there that I ran into. Went in, and in the first chest, those 2 pieces were in there, and 3 diamonds. And, you know, I've been doing a lot of fighting here. And this has not taken any durability damage, so I don't know if this is bugged or what's going on. I don't know, but I'm not complaining. So, I found a really nice spot over there where we're going to go to in a minute. It's 220 blocks from the tower here, so it's outside of Spawn Village, and that's where I'm going to have my main base, probably throughout the series. It's a very large mountain, and it's awesome looking. You guys are going to see it in a minute. But I didn't want to just run away from Spawn here, right? I want to leave my footprint here, and I want to start a project here today with you guys that I want to keep updated throughout the series, keep adding stuff and so on. I did not want to make something over the mountain, so I said I want to build a tunnel through to that mountain over there, and then a bridge and so on. And this is what I want to get started with. And over here, in this area, I want to have my starter house. Okay, I don't know the design of this yet. I want to make the tunnel first. And then over here, you guys see I have a horse already and a donkey. And in case you guys are wondering, I added a saddle recipe from the beginning because I never understood why we cannot make saddles in Minecraft. It makes no sense to me. So I added those, and that is how I got those 2 saddles. The horse armor was from Link. He found that in some chest and so on. They all went out exploring already, and some people even been to the Nether already and got blaze spawners and all kinds of things. And I'm sitting here with stone tools making a tunnel. So over here, I want to make this. I want to build some horse stables and then possibly even breed them. Like, that's why I'm happy I got those 2 so I can make a mule. Over here, starter house, and then a really nice tunnel, not just something small. Okay. Now, before we talk about the tunnel, I want to show you guys where it's going to lead. And I got really lucky is when I started breaking through here. Check it out. I found this clearing here. It's in the middle of the mountain. It's completely closed off, you know, besides from the top. And over here, there's another little peephole going up right there. And I'm like, oh man, this is cool, right? And I said, I'm going to put my tree farm here. That is why you see the 2x2 spruce right here. Because I don't want to clear out any jungle if I can avoid it. I love the way it looks and so on. So I didn't want to make a tree farm out there, right? And this works perfectly. I've got lots of charcoal made with it from the wood and so on. And the coolest thing is, check this out. If I want to get up there, I can just come here and climb up the vine. So I don't need any ladders or the scaffolding. And I jump over here and I can take it down. Bam, and I start. So that is a nice side effect. By the way, don't forget to make yourself these scaffolds here, guys. You watch my single-player modded Let's Play series, you've seen me fall in love with them. They are awesome, especially in Amplified. You place one down, right? And if you right-click, you place one against it. But if you left-click, you place them on top. Okay? And then you can walk up on them just like a ladder. And if you break the bottommost one, that one's on top collapse. So that is, yeah, it's just an amazing tool. Okay, and they're super cheap to make, of course, just planks and sticks. So I have 3 stacks of these laying around. Whew, gotta take a breath here. So, what I did in here is I wanted to make a cow farm first off, so I brought in cows with TDC's help, actually. TDC found in a dungeon chest. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I think it was from Reliquary. It's a green-looking needle thingy. I thought that it was from Reliquary. I can't think of the name anymore, guys. It was a weird name. But what it does is, when you right-click an entity, you pick it up. You can pick up to 5 entities with it, and then when you right-click the ground again, you take it off. Let me check. Maybe it's from Dark Utilities? I don't think it is. What other mod could it be from? Random Things. Let's see. Maybe it's from... Yeah, there it is. The Summoning Pendulum. And he found it. And like I said, it can hold up to 5 entities. So I borrowed his. That is actually how I brought the mule back. The horse back. Because I found the horse in the mining age. So I brought that back, and then I went back again and picked up 5 cows and brought them here. And it's just easy, right? And I set up a little wheat farm here for now. So I just got a cow farm going. I'm still eating mutton. But it's, you know, for everybody to use all this stuff, of course. And then the tunnel is gonna come over here, and I'm still gonna figure out how I want to do it here. It's gotta go up here. Because, and that's gonna be tricky now. I want to show you guys the mountain I want to move into. Check the time on the recording, 15 minutes of talking. Wow. But I'm sure you guys understand that I gotta... Oh yeah, I killed some of these guys as well. But I'm sure you guys understand that I want to get all this off my chest and tell you my plans for this series. I need a piece of dirt so I can put down my scaffolding. Right there. You cannot put them on leaves or anything. Alright, that's good. Actually, let me come from this side. Then I can break through the leaves right there and stand on top of it. I'm telling you guys, I think that after a couple weeks on this terrain, I'm going to turn into Tarzan. The amount of climbing and stuff you do in this terrain is crazy, but I am loving every minute of it. I don't want to break too much here. Alright, there we go. This is the mountain, guys. Let me turn this off. I stumbled across this just exploring, and I just love the look of it. So, right up here, it's not a cave, but just like this, it's like a, I think you call that a cavern. It's just a little hollowed out, right? So right up here, I want to build a big palace. That's gonna be my main base up there. And then under here, I have no idea what we're gonna build here. But I mean, look at it. It's just made to build something into these, right? I don't want to terraform or anything as much as I can because it's just I love this place, and I hope you guys will like it too. So down here is that tunnel, and then we're gonna come up here. You guys see some scaffolding over there. That's how I get up here. And then here we're gonna have to make a bridge. Now, when you're up here, this land bridge here is very narrow. It's only 1 or 2 blocks max wide. So what I'm thinking is I'm actually going to remove this entire land bridge. Like right where you see my cursor going, cut down here and cut down here and take out this middle so I can build my own bridge going over it. So it just looks nicer. And then here somehow I'm gonna have a path going upstairs. I don't know, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna get to that today, but I want to get this tunnel done, and that is what we're gonna get to now. Finally. Because there's a couple things, couple ideas I have, and I'm not sure which one I want to pick, but I want to run them all by you. So then later on you can tell me which one you like the best, even though it's already going to be built. But I wish you guys were here and you could just tell me, oh no, this looks like poo-poo, or this looks good, and so on. So I started playing around with a bunch of these building blocks here, right? First I made this architecture craft table here. This thing right there, you know, just iron, and then this thing is some wood. It's easy. And it's actually over here. I moved it here. And this is really cool because you can put any building block that you want into here, right? And then it's gonna make you these. You got roofing, different roofings. You got rounded, you got classical, there's really cool pillars. You got some window stuff, some arches, some railings. And these railings, oh my god, they're awesome. They look really good. And then other is just outside stairs and inside stairs and those kind of things. And again, you can make that, like if there's something that you cannot make a stair out of, for example, orange hardened clay. Well, guess what? We now have a stair out of orange hardened clay. So this is amazing, this architecture table, okay? Especially for the stairs. I love it. I don't think I can put those. Can you put these back in here? And then... No. Okay, so I'm just stuck with these stairs, but that's fine. You guys saw the mesa biome on the map in the mining world. So I started making some things here, right? I played around with... I made everything out of spruce wood because that's what I have the most of. This right here doesn't... I wanted this to be like a support for the tunnel, but it really looks like it's made for a gable or something, right? So I don't think this really fits here. And also, how am I going to fit these triangles here? It's not really gonna work. Played around with these pillars, and then I started playing with the arches. And this one right here was a little bit... It's actually not too narrow. What we could do here is something like have the wall come to here. Okay, so then this would be the wall pretty much. And the same over here. Or the other thing we could do is come to here and then arch out again to this wall. You know, something like that. But I did not feel like this is good for this tunnel, so then I went with the wider arch, and I think that looks really good, right? Played around with holding this up with pillars, which is I think could look really good left and on the right. And then I started playing around with different flooring. I do like this, but I don't know if it's the right thing for the tunnel. This is how I was thinking of hiding the lighting and so on. Then I played around with this alabaster brick to have it nice and bright. This, by the way, is the windows from this architecture craft right there. Okay, I played around. This is the hempcrete from immersive engineering. But I think it's too clean for this tunnel. I want this tunnel to look a little bit used, right? This floor here is just chiseled cobble. Again with the hidden light source, and then over here I went with the regular concrete and the hempcrete. And I don't like either one of them. I don't know, I'm so undecided about this. But this tunnel right here, I think is a great shape. And I think I'm going to use one or two of those sections in here. Because I had a different idea now, and that is just like this cavern right here. Let me get my sleeping bag real quick. Because the jungle is a very dangerous place. Let me tell you, am I the only one sleeping? Oh, I don't have my sleeping charm. Oh, but it worked. Ooh. Okay, good. We got Morpheus installed, which also comes with the pack, guys. So don't worry, everybody has the same mods than we do. So I think this looks great as a railcraft tunnel. Amazing. But I also think that maybe one or two of those sections in here would look great. And then, like I was saying, it brings me up to this cavern over here. Okay? And I was thinking, why don't I leave this? Okay? I want to have more farms over here. Little bit farms. Whatever is in demand. I want to use all the way up from my base to down here all the way to spawn. I want to spread things out. I want to make use of everything. Not just have a tunnel to go through. But I was thinking, how cool would it be if there's more? So for example, I could have one section like this right here. And then of course here have decorations along the wall. This in here needs to be decorated a lot. Ooh, this is where I came down, by the way. First, but then I noticed, oh my god, I'm way too close to here. I gotta push this back, so I gotta close that up and stuff. But I want to make this in here also look overgrown, okay? I want to put leaves up and maybe little tree stumps and not just stone. I gotta still dress this up as well. So then over here, I was thinking towards the right, all the way over there is going to be my house. Then have a section of this wall. But then it could open up in here again, and I could add things like, I don't know, whatever comes to mind. I can just leave it open, and it can be used for something later. For example, a chicken farm or nether wart farm. Whatever farm, okay? And that is, I think, what I want to go with. I don't just want to have a straight tunnel go through it. I want to have side rooms, farms, left and right. So if somebody comes through here, you know, there's something to pick there, there's something to pick there. And the reason I wanted this tunnel to be so big was because I'm going to do a lot of traveling on horse. Because even though we're going to have rail carts, okay, we're going to have rail systems with a central train station and everything here. Sometimes you just want to take the scenic route, right? So I can come from spawn and I'll stop here and pick up eggs and feathers or whatever is going to be here, right? And then I take the horse. And that is why I wanted such a big tunnel, because I don't want you to feel claustrophobic when you... It's a lot of times that when you ride a horse, the tunnels are way too small, right? And if you look at this, this is a good size. I really liked it. That's why I wanted this to be so big. Okay, and now I know you guys have seen it 15 times already and probably want me to show you already. What is this on the wall here? This is the very last mod that made it in the pack. I forgot now who pointed it out, but it was in Discord and it's like, hey, look at fairy lights. It looks really cool. And I am very happy I added it. This is mod fairy lights. And it was a little bit complicated finding out how it works for such a simple mod, right? Because you click on these and it shows you how to make these light gray paper lanterns or whatever, right? And I made them, and I couldn't hang them and place them. I'm like, okay, well, this is useless. So it takes a minute how to make these, and I want to show you guys how to make them real quick before we do anything else. So I'm going to make exactly the one that it's hanging over there because I like the color combination. So I'm going to need to make 4 of these. The other ones are still in the other chest. I just wanted to show you guys from the scratch, so I have many more of these. The red ones. And then, like I said, when you have them in your hand, right, you can't place them anywhere by itself. You need to make this lion, whatever it is, whatever this is called, right? And the way you do that is you need 2 iron with a string between, and then now you can make the color combination. So if I make this one, all I get is white lights. If I get this, I get red lights, white and red. And I think that if I would make it like this, okay, 2 red, 3 red, and then 1 white, it would then be 1 white, 3 red before the next white. I hope that makes sense. And you can alternate these. You can make these spooky faces here and then put it there. And it's a really, really cool idea. I'm loving this, and especially in an amplified terrain, hanging this from one mountain to the other, right? Something like that. But I want to make this one here because I really like this one the best. And then you can come here and let me show you how far this spans. Up to 32 blocks. That is far. Bam. Look at that. Look at it. This is awesome. I love it. It has a very Asian feel to it, I know, but I'm just really loving this. I think this is such a great idea, and of course it's a lot of lighting, right? This is, I think this emits light, right? Please? Don't make a liar out of me. Does it not emit light? Let's get rid of this. Well, I guess why would it? Oh, this is only decoration. It does not emit light. Are you kidding me? It says lantern. What about these here? Nope, these are just more expensive. I don't know. I guess none of them emit light. I actually thought they would, but it's a beautiful decoration piece. So, that was a lot of talking, guys. I know, but I wanted to get it all on my chest. I still want to finish this tunnel today. So I'm going to get busy now excavating for a while. I want to get these side rooms done. I'm going to have to tear off all these test pieces and so on. I'm probably going to throw them away in a cactus. And, well, then we'll just continue when I got everything excavated. I need to take a trip to the Nether, and I'm going to use Shaw's portal. I'm not going to build a Nether portal until we have a base. Obviously, I could get the obsidian already. But before I go there, I made an iron pick because I don't like to use a diamond pick in a Nether because Netherrack chews it up so quick. But I said I want to check if I can enchant the bow. But first I'm going to check what enchant I would get on another pick. Because if I get like Silk Touch, I would probably not enchant the bow. I would enchant another diamond pick right now. So let's see. Auto smelt. That's not happening. Nope. Let's see if we can get something on a bow. Unusing one. What is it with these enchants? Well, let's try it. I mean, I might as well use it. Well, really, what is this? A level 30 enchant, and I get unusing one, and that is it. I mean, that is not nice. No. Not at all. And Link dropped off a whole stack of iron ore for me. Because I told him I'm always out of iron. And so I made an anvil. I'm going to put that up here so everybody can use it. And I'm going to go ahead and head to the Nether. Now, I'm a little bit disappointed in these enchants. I mean, that is kind of ridiculous. Because, I don't know if I said it yet, but I want to get soul sand, nether warts, and if possible, also 2 blaze rods. So I can make a brewing stand, as well as a, whatchamacallit, I can break one down into blaze powder so I can make some potions. So if I go back to the Nether, you know, I can have fire resistance and so on. Hey, we need to go deeper. Well, hello, sheep. You shouldn't be here. I think that when I heard right on top, there it is. There is another fortress right here. So I'm gonna go ahead also grab some glowstone because I would like to make some redstone lamps for our tunnel as well. But first I'm gonna go down here and see. Did not make a way down anywhere? Really? How did you guys get down there? Oh, over there. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna check if there's my train of thought. I gotta be careful in the nether. I'm gonna check if there's any nether wart left in there. And if I can't find any there, I'm still gonna look around for some soul sand because I need a lot. And maybe just... It looks like there's nothing here. This is a new texture. That is more blue than it used to have, the cobalt. You guys see that? That is definitely new. That must have been in one of the recent updates because I did not see that in Avant. But anyway, guys, so I'll be back soon and then I'll show you guys the tunnel and we're gonna set up those 2 rooms that I prepared. As you guys can see, I got the nether wart and I also got 11 blaze rods. I still have 10. I made a brewing stand right there and also got some other stuff ready. I got a bunch of pumpkins so we can make jack-o'-lanterns because I'd like to use that. And also, I don't know why I didn't do this earlier. I placed some of the items here from via Draconic Evolution directly on there. Just have to check the key binding. I think the default might be the grave key or the P. I don't know. But I rebound. Let's just look for the Draconic Evolution place block in world. So, check it out. This is what the tunnel looks like. Now, it took me ages to make this. But I'm happy that the floor was the biggest problem because a well-traveled path on foot and also on horses is probably not wood. But I couldn't use stone anymore. It would have been too gray. And I just a minute ago actually took this out and replaced it with cobblestone. Because I think that the orange stained clay is kind of lost in here. It's too clean, and why would it be here? Maybe vertical logs or something, but I think the cobble actually works pretty good. Especially if we do something like this. I have some of them in here. I got them from that jungle temple. It took a bunch. Because as far as I know, you cannot make those anymore, right? Let's check real quick. My chisel is almost broken, and I also started with chisel and bits and some wands here. This is chisel and bits here, so I get the indentations to make it more uneven. Let's check real quick. I don't think you can make mossy cobble anymore. No. It took that out. I don't know why. That was a while ago. Not sure. You can still make mossy stone. But anyway, so maybe if we do something like this... something like that. I think that will loosen it up a bit and looks good. And then I'm gonna do the same over here later. And then here is the 2 rooms. They're uneven. I did not want them to be... I'm almost thinking I wanted this to be bigger initially, but I had an idea of what I want to put here. I want to make a brewing area. I figured that'd be kind of fun. So we're gonna have a brewing stand here, and I made this well for endless water, and then we're gonna put a chest here, and then plant a bunch of nether wart around here. And I think that would be cool, just to have a brewing area. And then over here, I wanted to add a water fountain right here, something, a water spout, water coming out here and there, and then maybe a seeding area or something like that. Nothing special, right? But first, I wanted to try something. I got 16 redstone lamps made up now. And I wanted to try this one design here. I do love redstone lamps, okay? And we can use these and that. And then I made some... Oh no, I cannot use the corners. I forgot. It's something new I wanted to try out, if that's possible. I made the architecture craft stairs because we can place those right there and there. I think it should work. Let's try it. And I made this architect hammer here a while ago. And when you shift right click, you rotate them around the I think X-axis or something. And then when you rotate them just with right mouse button, you rotate them only vertically or something like that. I haven't really figured it out yet. That's what I wanted. Just like that. Of course, I could just chisel and bits that as well. But is this definitely... Well, at least I thought it was going to be easier. Ah, come on. Maybe I'm clicking on the wrong face? No? No? There we go. What? Alright, I'm not understanding something here yet. How can you just turn the way I would like you to turn, please? Oh my god. Oh my lord. Come on. There we go. Finally. I'm gonna have to read up on this or something to figure out how to use this. It kind of reminds me of microblocks. You guys remember I had a big problem with those in Infinity, and then I made these corner ones, and so far this is working out perfectly. I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. Again, I could just do this with chisel and bits as well, but look at this. This once you figure out how to do the rotating, I think this is great. So I'm gonna do the same two over here. I got these done. It took me 400,000 rotations until I got it the way I wanted it. And we still have... Let's get rid of these torches here for a second. So we can see dark spots in this area over here. And there's lots of them. Okay, so right here in the middle, I think we are going to... Yeah, we're gonna put a torch right here. And... I don't know if this fits or not, but I wanted to show it to you guys. I don't want to use the acacia. I think the acacia is going to be lost in here. But if I use this... But then again, a heavy traveled path with No, that just doesn't fit, I think. No. Give me that. I think we're just going to use regular trapdoors here. Yeah. I think that's much better, especially next to the path block. But I also wanted to hang some lights up here. And I want to try out two different ways. Okay, you know what? You guys get out of here. I don't need you anymore. Put one recess, just like that. And then over here, we're going to try the other way. And that is... have it sticking out. Wanted to see... And, I didn't want to leave it like this. Very vanilla, I know, but... I like this one better, because, again, with a horse riding through you, hit your head. So, we're gonna keep it recessed. So, gotta bring this up one. There's something funky going on with trapdoors, guys. I made a different acacia door earlier from molasses doors, and when I placed it, it turned purplish. I don't know what caused that. I have no idea, but you know, it's unusable, so I threw them in the cactus. Okay, and then we'll do the other ones here as well. This one, I don't even need to cut. I'll just do that real quick. Right there. Then... What? Oh, that was the horse. I'm like, what was that noise? Okay, one here. And then the other one's back there. Okay, so, and now over here, I think what we're gonna do is, we're gonna put... Yeah, we can do that right there. Oh, I gotta make some of them first. Let's make some jack-o'-lanterns. Just because I think that the orange is actually not bad. And we're gonna put another one over here. Then we're gonna decide in a second which leaves look better. This is a bummer right here. That this light is not reaching those two. Now we'll worry about this in a second. So let's try this one out over here. Oh man, I feel a sneeze coming on. D3. We're gonna go with these. Definitely. Oh yeah. We're in a jungle. Oh, we got a server restart coming, guys. So I guess I'll see you right after. I'm gonna leave this on for now, but I think I'm gonna make these right there and these corners as well, and just spread out some soul sand and start planting some of this nether wart, and then we'll take it from there. And I wanna try out this alabaster right here. So, because it is really bright, I kind of want this fountain holder to maybe look a little bit noble. I don't know if that is the word I'm looking for. And just this wide. Let's see here real quick if I change this. Probably want to change these as well. Just like that. It could work. So let's go ahead and put the water. Go ahead and put. Oh, gotta break this one so I can put a block here because jack-o'-lanterns need to be funny, and you can't just place them. I never understood the point behind that. I mean, why let me place it on a block and then take the block away? Why don't you just let me place it in the air? Guess that's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, so let's see here. I don't want to chisel in bits here, guys. But it does look quite large. This doesn't feel right at all. I'm not liking this. This is not good. So I am not sure here what I'm gonna build here. Maybe it's not enough room for a actual fountain. Maybe with chisel and bits or something, guys. But I really cannot do that today because it is 1:15 a.m. in the morning for me, and I really would like to get this episode out tomorrow. So you guys know on my channel, hey, there's a new series, a new mod pack. So I'm gonna leave this that way for now, and maybe I'll figure out some smaller decorations here. Like, you guys remember that beautiful bird bath that MG Rose made and stuff like that? Maybe decorate this, but for now I think I'm just gonna leave it this way and think about it. And over here I just put 2 lights in here, so now everything here is with F7 is lit up. There's no more torches. That's kind of my goal. I still gotta get rid of these as well. Let's see here, F7. Ooh. Nothing here? What? Is that possible? Oh, there it is. Okay, so there is stuff with F7. So I'm probably gonna have to put... Hey, break that. Torch down here, and... Where's my trapdoors? Put another trap... This is what I'm talking about. What is going on with this lighting here? This is a regular oak trapdoor. Why is their lighting so weird? What about the one that we placed over here? It was normal when I placed it. Why does it look weird now? I don't know what the deal is with this, guys. Gonna have to investigate that. And I think we're just gonna keep doing that. Instead of having to worry about some other lighting, we're just gonna put them like this. I'm actually liking this color on this wood. I don't know, maybe they're adjusting the color to whatever is next to them or something. I have no idea. But okay, so... And then I think the other thing we're gonna put here is this alabaster. I actually didn't want this one. I wanted the smooth one. This one. And I made one of these here. And on top of that, we are gonna put our brewing stand. Like that. Yeah. I dig it. And then here... Next to it, the water fountain. And I'm gonna have to make... a different chest here. Maybe do I have dark oak on me? No, only spruce. I want to make a dark oak chest real quick. Those are really pretty. I like those a lot. They're very dark with a golden decal on it. Where is all my stuff? Alright, let's just get 2 of you. And you know what? It is time. This recipe is available now. So, bam, we need a crafting station. Alright, that's it. That's the chest I wanted. Okay, and then also, let me empty some stuff here real quick, just so I don't need any of this stuff. Oh, I still need you, but not you or you. That's good enough. Don't want to waste any time. What? I don't have any carrots? Okay, so we're gonna need, let's get this here. We're gonna need slime balls. We're gonna need this here. We need nether wart. I would like to get some, whoa, cactus. Watch out. There's some carrots here. I knew it. Carrots in case somebody wants to make night vision potions. Well, they're gonna have to bring their own. Actually, might have some gold. What else do we have? Let's check here real quick. Potion. I need the magma cream for the potion of fire resistance. What else do we have here? Speed. We're gonna need sugarcane. I have some of that. I'm gonna have to plant this as well. Then we have invisible. Nobody uses invisibility. Leaping. I don't even know. Jump boost 2. Let's see. What does it take? What is this? A rabbit's foot. We don't have any rabbits yet. Potion of swiftness is sugar. Slowness. We don't want. Water breathing. I don't have any pufferfish. Okay. I hope I'm not. No, I'm not really spoiling anything. I'm advertising his building over here. His fishing shack. Gonna have to see. Can I reach you? Did he? There we are. No pufferfish yet. Okay. I'm gonna have to try to get some pufferfish so we can make some water breathing potions. I don't know what we would need those for, but I would like to have everything over there. What else do we have? Potion of strength. What? I don't understand. Really? Potion of strength is with blaze powder? I had no idea. I did not know that, guys. And then the 8-minute one is with redstone, of course. Or glowstone if you want to make. I don't think anybody really makes those. Okay, and I think that is pretty much it. All these other ones are from different mods and stuff. Okay, so we got the carrots. Yes, I said I wanted to check if I have any gold. I just want to have everything over there for the most important ones. Ding. Alright, let's cook up this gold here anyway. You do 10. And you do 10, and let me put this here. Look how much smooth stone I have. I've been cooking this like a madman. I'm ready for a lot of things. Okay, so. Oh yes, this chest over here. Like that. I want to have this simple. I don't want this to be very crowded. I'd rather have, you know, leaves and maybe some vines and a little bit of this is definitely something I need to do. Is my chisel broken? No, it's still here. But I have no more stone here. Let me just grab some. Oh, you're in here. Let's just put one. Come on. And we're gonna take some mossy first. Maybe you guys have never seen how to do this, so... Alright, just one... little bit random. Just like that. And then we are gonna also get some... Ooh, this is like super cracked. But I just want the cracked one. And this one here we can have a few just around like that. Alright, I started planting some stuff around, but I decided to get a few more things. We're gonna have 2 melons, because I totally forgot the glycerine melons. are needed to make the healing potion. Totally forgot about that. And then I just want to also maybe plant a little bit of the regular stuff like potatoes, and what's it called here? Industrial hemp. Probably want to have like 2 here. And I want to block the light. They grow pretty tall. Just like that maybe. And then some of this beetroot. I don't have any of those yet either. Let's put a couple more potatoes here. Just like that. So we got a little bit of a farm going here. I mean, that's all you really need. If I need food, I'm killing cows. And we got everything for brewing here. Now I still need to put here the blaze rods. This. And I'm going to have to get some, let's put the nether wart here. And I'm going to need to get some of that gold. And also, yeah, I'm going to put a little bit of glowstone in case somebody wants to make the stronger version here. And let's take some redstone. What else did I say? Only have 2 glass bottles. Did I ever make any glass? I don't think I have. So I'm going to make some glass so I can make some bottles and put them over there as well. There. Telling you, I'm full. I'm going to have to put that into the gravel box now. So, oh yes, and the gold. So let's go ahead and get that. And like I said, this one is for the glycerine melons, so the healing potions. And I'm sorry, what is the night vision? Does it just take carrots? Golden carrots. Okay, so we do need gold. Let's just take... we're gonna make a gold farm soon. Let's just be generous and put this much over there. And again, anybody watching this that is on the server, feel free to use this, guys. And if you want to drop off some materials, of course, you're welcome to do that as well. There's the carrots. Melons, I'm gonna have to wait until we get some. And that's it. I really wish I had a 3rd bottle so I could make the first set. Oh yeah, I don't really need a fire resist potion because I have a lava charm now. But I'm still gonna make some. I don't trust this lava charm. I don't really know if this has a durability or not. I did get hit by a blaze a few times earlier and it doesn't seem to have a durability. And when you have it in your inventory, you guys see down there, you get this extra bar above the armor. So maybe it just uses that up, and then once you used all 10 of those, then you start taking fire damage. So I'm not sure how this works. But let's get some more. That's plenty of glass right there. So you guys see, today we had a very easy project. It did take a lot of time to make because of all the excavating. It took the longest time. Let's put this away. And to end it on a note here, I'm going to take 3 of these boys and my wood right there, 2 sticks, and we are going to go enchant 1 more pick. But first I'm going to just get this going over here, make some mundane potions. So 1, 2, 3. Put 1, 2, 3. Alright, so put these in here. Get a nether wart and get that going. Oh, I forgot. We need some blaze powder. Put that in here, and there we go. Again, I do need to make more decorations, but I don't just want to cram it up right now. Because I'd rather make some chisel and bit stuff. You guys have any ideas what would look cool? Maybe even an armor stand or 2. But overall, I'm very happy how this turned out. Now, between episodes, I am going to dress this up over here, because that's just going to be greenery. And I'm going to finish this wall over here in similar style than this. Bring the path over there and then start thinking about how we're going to get up there. In an angle or what kind of staircase and so on. But again, the idea behind this here in the beginning is that I want to not go to the base and start building there. I want to build my way to it. I think that's going to be a lot cooler. So we also still need to build this house here and the horse stables before we actually get started on the base itself. And then the long-term project in the beginning is my gold farm, guys. I'm going to build another gold farm, a huge one, for the whole server, that I'm going to carry throughout the whole series. So meaning we get, you know, certain mods that are added that help us with killing mobs, or we need blood for evil craft, or any of that kind of stuff. I'm gonna keep updating and change up different routing of mods and of the mobs, the zombie pigmen and so on. Then maybe even add a little bit of a guest killing area. Who knows? So let's see if we get lucky here towards the end. Oh, yeah. I mean, guys, that's a no-brainer. Fortune 3, bring it. Okay. Again, there's something wrong here, guys. This is not normal. Again, I just got 1 enchant. This is just really weird. I don't know what's going on. So which way is cheaper? This one is 10. This one is 14. Alright. Fortune 3, XP boost, and efficiency 4. Awesome. I would have liked Silk Touch, but I cannot pass up Fortune 3. That's just crazy, right? So guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode and you are excited about the series. Check it out. These trapdoors are also different colored. I'm not sure what that is about. But I hope you guys are as excited as I am about this series. We're gonna build a lot. Because that's why we have the eras, so we can, take our time. Yeah, I think I took my time in Avant as well, but we really did not build much there, guys. I built the ocean monument and a druid house, pretty much. Yeah, and the modern house in the beginning, and well, I guess also the patron hall at spawn and the ocean temple shop at spawn. We did build, but not like we're gonna build here. We're gonna build a city. Honestly, that's my goal. I want to have different houses, different rooms, everything. And don't forget how big that mountain is. We got lots of room. That's it. Hope you enjoyed the episode, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.